Hi, my name is MJ and I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how I have been doing my lock extensions. What happens is you can see there's different colors in my locks in the front, and I really don't care because people color their locks different colors anyways. But what I've been doing is I have you know locks that I started from my own root, and they're about this length right here. But when I have my hair down in the front, and you can't tell as much because I've extended so many of them, I just like it to look more even and full in the front. So I added some extensions, and this is how you do it. It's really simple, and if you already have locks, you can do this. So what I do is I take out the short lock, and I'm just gonna like kind of tie back the rest of it just to get it out of the way. So I have the lock that I want to fix, and I have kinky hair that you get in bulk, human hair of course, not synthetic, because I plan to keep my locks until who knows when, 10 years, who knows. The last set of locks I had them for 5 years. I manually took them out, and maybe I should make a video on that. And then I actually realized how much I missed them and how I wanted them back, so I started them over. So they'd be way longer than these extensions if I had never taken them out. So all you're doing is just pulling some of this hair apart, and you want it to be about as thick as your locks are. This lock is probably a medium lock, and it's got some lumps and bumps because I've done a lot of crazy things with my locks. I've combined them, made them big, then ripped them back apart. Crazy, I know. So yeah, excuse the lumps on my locks. So all I'm doing is taking this hair and just kind of pulling it apart a little, making a little piece in the center. And what I'm going to actually do is braid this hair to my lock. So there's nothing, no special tools that you need. All I'm going to do is right near the bottom of the lock, I'm just going to add this hair on and braid it like it's 3 pieces of hair, and just braid this extension right on. If you can see what I'm doing, braiding the extension on the lock. So you just want to make sure that it's tight and firm and not going anywhere. I'm just braiding it as far down as I can. Now I'm kind of at the bottom of the lock. That's the bottom of it. Can't really braid anymore. So at that point, I just kind of start twisting it down. Twist, 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 and this is what's giving me my length. All you're doing is just braiding the extension here right onto your lock at the very end. And this is probably, not the best professional way to do it. When I get to the end, I just kind of twirl it here and just kind of palm roll it. Okay, so this is the base of your lock. So I've extended it from here to here, so that's several inches. So now you got the base of the lock. Now you're going to work on wrapping the lock. So again, I'm pulling the hair from my stash. I got this bag for about $34 of human hair, 1B. So you want to start from where you connected it at, which is right here. This is where my actual lock ended. So what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to start a little bit above there. So all you're doing is putting the hair right above where you started. Hold it down with your thumb on the other hand just to get tight, and just pull tight and wrap around. all you're doing is wrapping it around, and you're going down as you wrap around. Down as you wrap around, and you just keep going, and then you can go back up if you see it's not being as full as you want it. Go back up, and then when I get it back as full how I want, I start going back down. See how that is? It was already lumpy, so keep that in mind. The lock was lumpy before I extended it. And if you have lumps that you don't like, you just palm roll it to keep it in place. Alright, so I stopped about right here, so I'm going to get more hair that I pulled off, and I'm going to keep wrapping it down. So again, getting the edge, pulling it out, seeing where I stopped, and I'm going to just start right above where I stopped, pull and wrap all the way around. And this is very quick and simple. Granted, this is not what they do in the salon, I'm sure. However, I am a frugal person, and I consider myself a minimalist, so I like to do whatever I can. And the reason why I do this is because I just feel like it looks neater, and I can just wear my hair straight without having to do the spiral curls all the time because my locks are uneven. And the reason why they're uneven, again, is because I combined my locks and made them really thick, and then I pulled them apart. And so some of my locks are shorter, or from having sew-in while I had having sew-ins while I had locks, and I cut some of my locks on accident when I was taking my sew-in out. So now I'm just, and you can see it's not going anywhere. See how hard I can pull on this and it's not going anywhere? So I'm just palm rolling it down. And I still have some, that doesn't look like a lock at the end. So I'm going to get some more hair. And I'm just going to keep on going. So it looks like I ended right about here. I probably don't even need this much because I'm at the end. So I'll split that in half. So you just keep going. Very simple, easy way to extend your locks. It's not perfectly neat, but locks aren't perfectly neat, and if someone's looking that hard, well, let them keep looking. So when I get to the end, there's different ways you can do this. So now there's two pieces at the end because I've just been wrapping. The part that I initially extended and then the wrap hair. So what I usually do is just take both pieces, put them together, put my finger on the end where I want it to end at, and then I wrap back up. So I've created my end, and I wrap back up until I can't wrap anymore. And then I just palm roll that. And now it looks like the end of a true lock. Like the rest of my locks look kind of fuzzy like that because the texture of my hair. So now I have an extended lock, and it hits down here instead of stopping up here. So now it blends right in with the rest of my locks. It just looks like I have some highlights and color. I still have a few, back here that I need to do and extend, but it's really simple and easy. Hope you enjoyed.